Ann Zimmerman is the founder and the future co-chair, of Small Business for America's Future, and she joins me now. And thank you so much for joining. Great to have you, of course, as I know many shoppers preparing to get out their wallets over this weekend. What is the state of small business?
Kristen, the economy has been strong for a while now. We've got interest rates coming down, we've got cooling inflation, a solid job market for sure, and investments in infrastructure and such that have helped small businesses. So people are feeling positive and hoping that points to a strong holiday season.
And what is behind that optimism?
Well, small businesses are the backbone of America's economy. There's no question. They employ and create more than 2/3 of the new jobs nationwide. And we've been the ones that have pulled us out of recession after recession. A quarter of many small business enterprises sales will come during this holiday season. And so it makes it a very important time for so many small businesses. There's no question. I think a lot of it, what's behind it, as to your question, is certainty. Small business needs to be able to plan. They need to be able to see where things are going. And right now, I believe that calmness surrounds quite a bit.
Of course, we had seen the Small Business Optimism Index also show, similar to what you're sharing with us, and that sentiment has improved in the past few weeks with more certainty out there. We've seen that play out for large cap stocks and small cap stocks, in fact, in the stock market as well. So with Black Friday today, Small Business Saturday, tomorrow, Cyber Monday, on Monday, what are you expecting from the small business community this time of year?
Well, I'm expecting them to do what they've always done, and that is cover their own community's needs, be there for their neighbors, offer solid goods and services, and continue the surge in this entrepreneurship that we've seen lately. As you said earlier, we've had 20 million new business applications in recent years. That's quite strong, and I see them hoping for policy that will continue to strengthen them.
I'm curious how rates and the Fed's projected path for interest rates impact some of these small businesses, and what can you tell us on that front?
Well, certainly access to capital is so important for so many small businesses, and interest rates play into that continually. The rates having come down a couple times now is positive for small businesses. There's no question.
I'm curious, in terms of the incoming administration, the equivalent of a red sweep, actually just a red sweep, we don't even have to say the equivalent, that we'll see in DC next year. How does that impact from a policy standpoint, a tax standpoint, and a deal standpoint, the small business community?
Well, we can't predict what they will do and what the new administration will do. We know what's been talked about on the campaign trail, but that doesn't always equate actual policy by any means. We're certainly hoping for this certainty that I was talking about. We need policy that brings down healthcare costs, policy that brings a fair tax code that levels the playing field between big business and small business. Certainly been a top concern. Excuse me.
No worries, and I'm just going to jump in because I actually see some data here, and I'm sure that you can expand on this, but more than 20 million new business applications filed since 2021. Quite impressive. We hope you're okay there. The holiday season, of course, a critical time as well, I'm sure, with November and December sales. We're going to continue this small business conversation on the other side. That was Ann Zimmerman. Our thanks to Ann for joining.